This assignment is entitled Use Basic Formulas and Functions. Step 1. Retrieve the spreadsheet from Independent Practice Spreadsheet Formatting. When you open it up, you will have a title on your spreadsheet that says Technology Advancements. Step 2. Delete column C. Select the column, right-click, and delete. Step 3. Use a function to write a formula in cell C12 that will calculate the total for the range of cells C5 through C11 and format the data as currency. We're going to select C12 to make it the active cell. Start it with the equal sign, which means we're going to be doing math. Go ahead and type in the word sum, which means adding up. We're going to say C5 colon, which means through C11, and in the colon, and enter. We are also supposed to make this look like currency. And now step number 4, we're to copy the formula to D12. We're going to use our handy dandy little fill tool at the very bottom and drag it, and we have now copied. Step 5 asks apply an accounting border to C12 and D12. We're going to right click, we're going to format the cells, select the border. An accounting border is one single top line and 2 double bottom lines. We went ahead, we made that happen. Step number 6 states, enter the heading % of total sales in cell F4 and format the cell to wrap text. Format the column as % with 1 decimal place. Select the column, right-click, format cells, find your number, percentage, decimal place is 1, and select OK. Step number 8, apply a single line border to cell F4. F4, right-click, format cells, border, single line, OK. Step number 9, enter a formula in cell F5 to calculate how much the total computer sales for year 2 contributed to the total sales for all items for the same year. In other words, what % is the total computer sales of the total sales for year 2? We know we're going to do math, so we're going to put an equal sign. And in the notes, it states equals total sales year 2 for computers. And we find that in cell D5 divided by total sales year 2, which is in cell D12. When we hit our enter, we find the percentage. Number 10 says, before copying the formula to the rest of the cells in column F, edit the formula in cell F5 to make the cell reference for D12 an absolute reference. In order to make an absolute reference for D12, we go back and we put a $sign in front of both the column and the row. We can now copy the formula to the remaining cells. Step number 12, insert a new column after column B. Select column B, right-click, insert. Oops, we've got to do it again. We're going to undo that C, right-click, insert. It will be a new column C. Insert the column heading Unit Price and enter the following prices. The prices have been entered. We're on step number 14, format the unit price column for currency. Number 15, step 15, enter the column heading quantity in cell H4. And enter the quantity data in column H. In step number 17, enter the column heading total price in cell I4 and format the cell to wrap and center the text. Wrap and center. In column I, calculate the total price for each item and format the data as currency. We start with an equal sign and we find the location of the unit price, and then we multiply by the quantity, the location of the quantity, and we hit enter. Step number 19, copy the formula to the remaining cells in column I. After you copy the formulas, you'll notice that you have hash marks in column I. In order to automatically adjust the column width, place your cursor between column I and column J and double click, and it will open up. Step number 21, I apologize, back it up. Step number 20, enter the row heading average in bold in column A below the word total and enter a formula in the same row in column C to calculate the average price of the items. We're going to use our shortcut up here, equals average, and highlight our info, hit enter, and there we go. Step number 21, key the heading highest in bold in column A below the word average and enter a formula in the same row in column C to find the highest price to find the highest priced item. Equals max, open parentheses, C5, colon, C11, closed parentheses, and enter. Step number 22, key the heading lowest in bold in column A below the word highest and enter a formula in the same row in column C equals min, open parentheses, C5, colon, which means through, C11, closed. Number 23, step 23, readjust the title and subtitle to center across columns A through I. So you're going to highlight and select A through I, merge and center, merge and center. And the subtitle, A through I, merge and center, merge and center. Number 24, sort the data in descending order by net change. By net change. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and highlight our information, click on data, select sort, and we want to sort by, make sure you have the check mark up here. Check my data has headers. Go to net change, and descending is going down, so you're going to go from largest to smallest and select OK. Step number 25, check for uniformity by making sure all column headings are formatted in initial caps with a single bottom border. We're missing some border. So we want to go ahead. Initial caps is correct. We're going to right click and format our cells. Single bottom border. OK. And any amounts in row 12 are formatted with an accounting border. And we have that. And now you just need to save your work and submit it according to your teacher's instructions.